My name is Marimar.
And I'm Brenda.
And we are excited to take this virtual adventure with you to learn about how to bike safely. If you don't have a bike right now, that's okay. You don't need one for this lesson. But we can use what we learned today for other active ways of going around. For example, scooters, skateboards, or roller skates. And when I say active rolling, this is what I mean. It's something with wheels, but human-powered, no motors, to get around. Okay, now I want you to take a little moment and find some space around you. You will need about 2 arms lengths all around you for safe social distance. And if you have a helmet, stop the video, go grab it right now, and then come back. All right, now that you have some space around you, I want you to stand up on your own 2 feet or just in a position where you can move a little bit around and keeping a safe social distance. Okay, I'm gonna say 4 things about scooting, walking, or just getting around, and I want you to do it with us, okay? So, I like to scoot around my neighborhood.
Biking is fun and easy to get around my neighborhood.
Walking, scooting, and biking are fun ways to get around, move my body, and get those wiggles out.
Okay, last one. I always wear a helmet when I ride.
Great! We like to scoot and bike around because those are great exercises both for our body and our mind. Exercising helps us sleep better and also feel good about ourselves. Besides, we can enjoy our time together with friends or with family. And seeing our friends is always good for our mental health, even when we need to keep 6 feet apart for social distancing.
Biking and rolling is always great for our planet. We're not polluting the air, and it's easy to get around.
That's right, Brenda. Okay, are you ready to start virtually rolling? But wait, no. There's something we have to wear every single time we bike and we roll. Do you know what it is?
A helmet.
That's right. And can you point out where in our body we have to wear the helmet? Our heads. And we always use a helmet to make sure that it protects our brain from any injuries. So grab your helmet, whether it's real or pretend, and you put it on. We make sure our helmet is fit right doing the helmet fit check. And for this, we only need our head, our helmet, and 2 fingers.
There are 3 steps to a helmet fit check from our body parts: our eyes, our ears, and our mouth. For each step, we'll use 2 of our fingers.
We're going to show you the steps first, and we want you to do it with us, okay? And before every step, we're gonna do a high knee cross body tap, okay? Like this. Step 1. Eyes. We have to make sure that we can see the rim of the helmet. Because if it's too far back, it won't protect our forehead from any injuries. And we also use 2 fingers between our eyebrows and the helmet to make sure it's not too far back or too far front. Now that it's on the right spot, we're gonna buckle it and adjust the back dial. Step 2, ears. We want to make sure that our straps lay flat around our ears and forming a V. So we take our 2 fingers and forming a V, we make sure that they're in the right position. And if they're floppy, we're gonna have to adjust the buckles. Step 3, mouth. If the chin strap is too loose, the helmet might move around our head and it wouldn't protect our brains properly. And we can check this by opening our mouth wide. And the chin strap should feel snug. It shouldn't be loose. Now, another form that we can use is using our 2 fingers. And we place it between our chin strap and our chin. And it should feel snug as well. Okay, nice. So now, let's review the eyes, ears, and mouth with our 2 fingers.
Eyes. Making sure that you look up and see the edge of your helmet, and then making sure you use 2 fingers to above your eyebrow and it's touching the helmet as well. Now your ears, making sure you form a V and go under your ears, like so. And then mouth. Open your mouth wide so you can feel the buckle. Okay, close your mouth and then put 2 fingers in between the buckle. Great work. Make sure you adjust your straps so your helmet can fit properly and your brain is safe.
Remember to use your eyes, ears, and mouth test with your 2 fingers so you can fit your helmet properly.
Are you ready to go? Not just yet. Now that we made sure our helmet fits properly, we need to check our bike and our own bodies and go over the ABC quick check. Let's go over what ABC stands for. A equals air, B equals brakes, C equals chain, quick equals quick release, check equals check your bike. Now we're gonna go through each step. I want you to pretend to go along with me. Like before, we're gonna do a movement between each step. This time, we're gonna do jumping jacks before each step. Let's start at the top. A is for air. We're gonna squeeze both the front and back tires to see if they have air. Do they feel soft or hard? If they feel soft, you're gonna need to put some air in it. Squeeze your pretend tires with me. B is for brakes. We wanna check our brakes so we can stop safely when riding. There are 2 kinds of brakes. Coaster brakes when you press on the pedal, and hand brakes when you squeeze the lever on the handlebars. For handlebar brakes, we have 2 levers to squeeze to slow and stop the bike. The one on the right is for the back wheel. The one on the left is for the front wheel. To check the brakes, we squeeze both levers to make sure the bike doesn't move forward. It's a good idea to check your brake pads too. Now let's check our pretend handle brakes together. Squeeze the right lever for the back brake and squeeze the left lever for the front brake. And then move the bike forward. Great work. Let's move on to C. C is for chain. When we pedal forward, we're making the chain move in a circle called rotating. As the chain rotates, we're making the wheels go forward. We want our chain to be in good condition, not too dry and not too icky. To check, ask your mom or dad for a cleaning rag. Wipe off the chain. If it's dry or rusty, you won't see anything on the chain. If it's too icky or greasy, you'll get a really dark mark on the rag.
We check these ones differently. For coaster brakes, we're gonna lift up the back seat with our right hand. Then with the left hand, we're gonna move forward and then brake backwards. Okay. Now, let's pretend we're gonna do it, okay? So with the right hand, we lift up the seat. With the left hand, we go forward and then we brake backwards. Good job. Quick is for quick release. Some bikes have quick release levers on the bike seat post and sometimes on the wheels as well. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make sure that they're tight. So if they're open like this, you should tie them up again. So let's pretend that we're using our quick release. So we go open and then we make sure it's tight.
Last one, check is for checking your bike. We check our bike all over, looking for any loose parts on our bike and even ourselves. Make sure you don't have any dangling things on your body, like shoelaces, backpack straps, or loose clothing. Can you check over your pretend bike and check your body for loose things that can get caught on your chain or wheel? Well done! You did the ABC quick check. Once you do this a few times, you'll get the hang of it, and it won't take long at all to make sure your bike is safe and ready to ride.
Talking about getting ready to ride, we're almost there. We've made sure that our helmet fits properly and that our bike is safe to ride. Now we have to know, where is it safe to ride? Do you know what magic number 10 is? If you're under 10 years old, you should probably ride on the sidewalk and with an adult or with an older sibling. And we need to be very careful and make sure that we pay attention to what is happening. When we're riding on the sidewalk, we have to be careful and pay attention to the people on the sidewalk. We have to stop at every single intersection, and we have to be very careful in alleys and driveways because cars may be coming in and out. If you're 10 or older, talk to your family to make sure that it's safe to ride on the streets. Also, Practice with an adult riding on the street before you do it alone. We need to learn how to tell other people what our next moves will be. This could be other bikers, people walking, or on their cars. And we're going to do this by using our left arm and doing different signals. So for stopping or slowing down, we're going to put our left arm straight and then bend it down. And this is going to be a stop or slowing. Then to turn left, we're just going to keep it straight to the side. And to turning right, we're going to bend it up. So let's do it again. Stopping, turning left, and turning right. We use our left arm because if you have handbrakes, we want to keep the right hand on the handlebar. So that keeps our right hand close to the back brake lever in case we have to stop quickly. Just like cars use brake lights, we want to tell other people if we're slowing down or stopping. Quiz time! Let's pretend we're going to school. So pick up your legs and start pedaling, or just use your wheelchair. And, oh, we're coming to an intersection, so we need to slow down and stop. What hand signal should we use? Yes, the stop signal. Great! We told other people that we're slowing down or stopping. Now, we need to look at every direction and make sure that we're fine so we can go on. Okay, now we have to turn right on the next block, but there's no stop sign. What hand signal should we use? That's right, turn right. Great job, last one. So we're coming up to school that is on the left, and there are no cars coming. So what hand signal should we use? That's right, straight out. Awesome job! Now you just have to make sure you keep practicing so you tell other people what you're doing. Just like people in cars, they use turn signals to tell other people what they're doing. Whoa! We learned a lot of things today, but let's review. The first thing we have to do is to put our helmet and make sure it's strapped on properly. And we use this with our helmet fit check, with our eyes, our ears, and our mouth, with our 2 fingers.
We did the ABC quick check. Now, what does A stand for? Air. We check air in our tires. B. What does B stand for? Brakes. What does C stand for? Chains. Make sure you check your chain if it's not too greasy or too icky. We also check a quick release on our C-post and our wheels to make sure they're locked tight. And lastly, we check for any dangles.
We also learn how to ride on the sidewalk properly with an adult or an older sibling. And we have to always yield to other people on the sidewalk and make sure to look on the driveways or alleys because cars might be driving around. And great job! So thank you for taking these virtual adventures with us, and let's roll on.